Dababy throws Danileigh, or Danileigh, I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Please put it in the comment section. Out of the house in the middle of the night with Dababy or the promoter tour. This is what they doing nowadays, y'all. I mean, he makes good music too, I guess. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, Dababy called the police on Danileigh. Danileigh? Is it Danileigh? Danileigh? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm totally confused with the pronunciations of that particular name. Anyway, so beautiful woman. Anyway, so apparently Dababy calls the police on Danileigh/Danileigh. And they show up, and she is actually hit with assault charges. That's not what this is about, though. That's what you're thinking the big thing is, right? No, the big thing is he did this right before announcing his album release. Okay, pardon me, I meant to say tour. I meant to say tour. So apparently he's promoting a tour. Okay, I just want to be clear on this. He is promoting a tour. So okay, so I digress. I'm gonna back up. You need to get a little bit of information on, I believe, why this is done now, and then you can make a decision on who you think you would prefer to choose side. Basically, I'll tell you Danieleigh's side first. It's crazy that I don't know how to pronounce her names. I'll tell you, I like Lee. I like Danileigh. I like Leigh. Like kind of like Leia, like Leigh, Danileigh. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cool over here. Anyway, more like that line. Anyway, so whatever her name is. So shout out to her, beautiful woman, and that song "Easy" that she makes. That's actually one of my favorite songs because I love to hear a woman speaking not negatively towards a man and being comforting. I think we need to make more music towards our women like that also. So anyway, so the police is called in this particular situation. I want to tell you what her position is. Her position has been is that him and her are living like man and wife, basically. That's her man. We live in the same home together. Often when people live together, they perceive fights differently. So, you know, one person might see the fight as this is just something that happens because, you know, when people are in relationships, they disagree. And when they disagree, they go about it in a different way. You know how people love using that whole opinion thing. Y'all hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody want to say, you know, a point that they have is more valid than a point that you have, or is just as valid as a point that you have. They try to always say opinion, right? So you got to understand, relationships is kind of built the same way, correct? If you are living with someone might think that an argument might have a different weight on it than you might think. Now, with that being said, Danny is actually Dominican, I believe. So just so we could be clear, and this is not me being racist, that's a very fiery country. You understand what I'm saying? I'm from the Bronx, homie. I'm letting you know. They're very fiery people. You understand what I'm saying? If you see them party, you will know what I'm talking about. It's the Caribbean people. All Caribbean people are fiery. Alright? So the point in which I'm trying to make, just so we can be clear, is her being in a relationship and seeing a little bit of arguing and a little bit of physical confrontation might be a little bit different than the way that the baby might take it. So she's thinking that they're living together in harmony. He might not feel that way. And he's basically saying she's chasing him around. This is what he's saying. She's chasing him around. It's like fatal attraction. There's fights, there's hitting. this is probably like her expectation of what, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying that she's done any of these things, just so we could be clear. But I will say, when he had, when he was doing like the Instagram shop and shit, and she had that wife beater on, I mean, she had a whole wife beater on, man. It was about to get on. Like, things was about to probably start happening. And then when she said the thing to the dude, the look on the guy's face, he didn't want to speak. It was kind of fear. We don't know why he might want to fear. He might be like, "This is my paycheck. I'm not gonna talk against the boss." He could have been saying that also. Anyway, also, we could be clear when we're talking about that, when they was on Instagram Live, as you saw, there was a person that had to actually get between her and Dababy when she tried to walk over to him, and I think they had the girl there that stood between them to make sure that she couldn't get to him. So that kind of lends me to believe that she is a hands-on type of arguer. For anybody that don't know, you know, you have the people that when they're arguing with you, they want to be like in arm's distance. Come on, man, let's not act like we don't know that this exists. So her position is that they're living together as man and wife. That's my man. We live in the same place. I brought my stuff. It's over at the house. His position is, well, I've been trying to get out of this relationship with you, and I'm about to go out on tour, and guess what? It's now. So I think that's why he's doing it. I think he's using it to promote his tour. But I also think, like, 9 times out of 10, like, if you're somebody like a manager or something and you're talking to him, and you're like, we're about to embark in a new area of life, or we're about to embark on a different career path, or we're about to do something different, you like to sometimes have a point, I don't want to say a point of reference, but a defining point that kind of catapults you, or will be the AD to the BC, if you get where my drift. So, you know, this could be the it'll be the before, you know, this is, you know, where he'll be when with Danny and after Danny, I guess, you know what I'm saying, because we don't want to say before, we want to say with, right? So let me know what y'all guys think. Put it down in the comment section. Like, are you on his side? Like, are you saying maybe he didn't want to have this type of relationship? Because remember, when we look at Dababy, one of the things that we do see is that he does have a really family-oriented relationship. Seems to be a really family-oriented man. Also, I heard this. I don't know if it's true. Let me know it down in the comment section. Did he have a situation with his other baby mama? Did he have a situation with her? Also, people were saying he's trying to get back to a Mimi. Anybody know anything about any of these? Not that you know the person, but do y'all know anything about any of this stuff? Put it down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this. To be perfectly honest, the only problem I have is throwing her out in the middle of the night. I don't have an issue with him saying you gotta go. I don't got an issue with him saying the relationship is over. Who am I to tell somebody who to have in their house, and who am I to tell somebody who they should be with? But I do believe that there's ways to do things. We need to know, or I don't need to know, and I guess nobody needs to know actually. But if there was a good reason that he did it in the middle of the night rather than in the middle of the day, I think that he would look better in this particular situation to me. Because sometimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And it doesn't matter to me how financially stable Danny is, or I don't know how financially stable she is or isn't. I just assume she is because she's an artist, so I would assume she would be able to go and get a fucking hotel room. I don't care how capable she is financially. There's just a certain level of security that we're always supposed to give to any people in our circumference, not just, you know, women, or not just somebody who's had a child. Even though there's certain defining qualities or positions that an individual have that might actually raise them in ranks to how much security we should be giving them. Don't get this confused. But there's a certain level of security that we should be giving the females specifically, yes, but the people that are in our circumference, the people that we come into contact with. And that level of security basically says that we don't throw you out in the middle of the night when you already had a pre-existing situation where you were staying there. Now, if they just come over and they just hanging out in the middle of the day, and then now and you're like, middle of the night, yeah, you gotta go. That's one thing. But if there's already been a pre-existing situation where she's been living there for 3 months, you don't pop up in the middle of the night and tell us there needs to be a good reason why it was done in the middle of the night rather than in the middle of the day. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, you are literally throwing your baby moms and your child out in the middle of the night. And I just don't think that looks good in any regard. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers, let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.